Morning. What's going on, everybody? I say morning. It's 7:15 in the morning here in Texas. I am on 130. I don't know if you call it US 130, Route 130. Anyway, it was dark this morning. I didn't get up as early as I should have, and Austin is due that way, and I didn't want to deal with Austin. So we're running down a toll road in Texas that is called 130. As you can see, there's pretty much nothing out here. A little cloudy today. We're gonna run down here. We're gonna catch 20. No, excuse me, that's wrong. We're gonna catch 10. We're gonna run 10 into San Antonio, and we're gonna head south. I had intended on having all of this done before the sun came up, but I was working on videos last night and didn't go to bed as early as I should have, so I slept a couple extra hours this morning. So we're gonna make our way down through here. We got a drop and hook in Laredo, which I don't have a trailer number of the one that I'm picking up yet, but I'm sure they'll get it to me today. And then we're gonna head back empty. We gotta go clear back up to Pennsylvania empty. This is a dedicated load, so we're just gonna pick up the previous load's trailer, or one of the previous load's trailers, and we're gonna go back to Pennsylvania with it empty. And customer pays for it to be done that way. So the trip back will be pretty easy. So maybe I'll come up 35 straight through Austin and San Antonio, and we'll get some of that when we come up through there. But this morning this is a nice easy ride out through here, and the speed limit is 85. I don't do 85, but the speed limit is 85 down here on this end. So if you're ever in Texas and you're headed south, 130 is, now it's a toll road. I think the run from the top to the bottom is like 35 bucks, something like that. This last portion of it's the most expensive part. It's like $22, $23, something like that. So coming up on a speed limit sign, so you'll see it's 85 miles an hour. So when you're running 70, 72, it's a nice easy trip because the cars just pass you. They just do their thing. So anyway, it's foggy this morning. Kind of cool, 65 degrees. And we're gonna get on down through here. I just happen to have a thought that a lot of people asked me on one of my previous videos. I was driving at night if I had any dash lights, or where my dash lights were. I didn't realize that the camera wasn't picking them up, but they're... Now I just turned everything back. This is night mode. This is what I call night mode. I wear glasses, and I get a lot of glare, especially off these Peterbilt windows. If you watch my other video, me backing out at night, they reflect the outside on the inside a lot. So like this side will reflect off that window, and that side of the truck will reflect off this window, and same with the windshield. So I don't know, you can probably see me in that window up there. So anyway, I keep all my lights turned down real low at night. I turn off these floor lights. Sometimes you'll see them on. That's just because it gives me a little bit of glow, so I can grab the hat with the camera, put it on, and do some recording or something. But to switch to day mode, we do this. All the lights in the dash come up, obviously the gauge lights. I turn the floor lights on, they're already on. The radio has several different, well, if it decides it wants to cooperate here, several different modes, but that's turning the dimmer off. And then usually what I'll do is I'll turn it, again, if it wants to cooperate, I'll turn it to sync, and then that syncs it with my dash lights. So when I turn the headlights off, it'll brighten up, but it's bright enough out here in Texas now. Nav sync means it does it on its own at a specific time of day. Now the GPS is the same way. It's set to get bright. It goes from, it's in actually day mode right now, so you can see it's dark, but well, I'll brighten it up. But anyway, I do that, I brighten it up, and usually about just enough so you can see it against the windshield background. It's in in day mode now, it's not dark in the background. Anybody that runs a GPS, you know all of that, but if you don't, it goes from day mode to night mode. It's just like your car. Your car will do the same thing. If you have GPS in your car, the background will get dark at night. So, and this is a Garmin Diesel, D-E-Z-L. I've had a lot of people ask me about it. It is truck route specific. This thing down here has the same navigation in it. There's an updated version of this I'd like to get, but it's about $1,600. So it's just gonna have to wait for right now. Maybe if I get to making enough money with the YouTube thing or something like that, we'll do something like that. But then this is my electronic log device. It's basically just a tablet. It connects to a black box in my dash and tracks my movements. So I'll take it out of night mode into day mode, and as you can see, we've been driving about 4.5 hours already. Got 11.5 hours and 30 hours on our 70. If you're interested in hours of service, I can do a breakdown on that in a video. It's pretty simple, only take a few minutes. But and then the CB radio, I changed the color of either that color, whoops, went by it, or that color. I run a Striker 655 HP CB radio, mainly because of this right here. I actually I'm kind of superficial that way. I mean, it's a high power radio, but I like the fact that when I bought it, I had the guy program Bel Air in there, and I like the fact that you can dim it. You flip this switch to dim and it'll go the whole way off, and most of the time you'll see me recording at night, it looks like it's turned off. It's just the screen, just the screen's turned off, and then it'll get just ridiculous bright. So I don't run it that bright ever. Like 10 is my daytime, and then I'll turn it clear down to 1 on red at night, and then, you know, like now it blends seamlessly into the drop visor there. So that's the difference between day mode and night mode. I just figured I'd let you guys know. I got a lot of questions about it, so there it is. Oh, another thing, I got asked if I ride around in silence all the time just listening to the truck. No, I actually like music a lot, but YouTube will demonetize a video, and they'll take all your proceeds and give it to someone. If you have music playing in your video, they give it to that person who owns the copyright on that music. It's usually just a music company like Sony or whatever. It's not the actual artist per se. So a lot of times, watch my videos now, early morning, I ride around, see it's on standby. I ride around just like getting my thoughts together. You know, there's some mornings I listen to very specific types of music. I call it trucking music. It's just kind of laid back, like old country or kind of just mellow type music. But I like all kinds of music, But a lot of times when you see me recording in the middle of the day, if you pay attention to the radio, you'll see there's something on that screen, and it's usually paused or muted. I'll mute it if I'm listening. That has built-in XM radio in it, so and I pay for my subscription, so you'll see something on that screen a lot of times if you're curious as to what I listen to. I like music a lot. I'm a very avid music listener, so there, some insight into the inside of the truck. Like I said, day mode versus night mode, or vice versa. And a lot of times, like now, I technically don't have to have my lights on, but I leave my lights on till it's pretty bright out, because this color blends into the background so well on especially like a bluey sky day. I I worry about people seeing me coming at them, you know, especially on 2 lanes and stuff like that. Or even like now I'm passing somebody and they look in the mirror and the truck blends into the background. It's the same as cars without their headlights on in the dark or in the rain. You know, you don't see them in the mirrors. Well, I worry about that too, so I leave my lights on till it's really bright outside. So a lot of times you'll see me going down the road fairly early in the morning. I'll still have my headlights on. So anyway, just a little bit of insight. We're getting ready to get on 10 here now. So a truck on the shoulder. Thought it was only a 1-lane exit, but the signs say it's 2 lanes, so I'm just going to keep on trucking up this lane here. Antonio is the home, or the area home, of one of my favorite YouTubers, Demolition Ranch. I watch most of his channels. Really watch Demolition Ranch and Off the Ranch, and their storefront, it's not really a storefront yet, but anyway, Bunker Branding is out on the west side of town. I looked it up last time I was down here, and I'll have to stop in there sometime, maybe when I'm down here, run out there. Maybe someday I'll be able to get some merchandise going, and we'll do something with them. But anyway, wow, it's really foggy going towards San Antonio. Okay, well, we'll see you in town. 41 miles. A little bit less than that, because we'll probably run down around the corner of San Antonio.
Listen up, I gotta tell you, there is something you should know. I have never really liked you at all. I cannot hide it anymore.
downtown San Antonio, but I just had to tell you guys, show you guys how crappy visibility is. I'd say it's maybe quarter mile. They're just foggy. The camera never picks it up though. The camera always makes it look like it's real far away. I don't know if that's because of the wide angle or whatever, but probably not even quarter mile, maybe an eighth mile. Because I mean, it's not even the length of a drag strip. You can see the condensation from the fog hitting the windshield. Must have been really warm down here yesterday. I'm gonna say in the 80s maybe, because it's only 62 now, but they got really heavy fog this morning. You can see the sun starting to peek through it, burn through it, I guess. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get on down here into San Antonio, grab 35. Again, not being hazmat, we can run down into the center of town. When I'm hazmat, I gotta catch 410 and go around the loop. So if traffic's not too bad when we get here into town, I'll take you guys downtown San Antonio to the interchange anyway. So we'll see you then. Petro. It is 8 o'clock local time. So as you can see, traffic's fairly heavy. Probably shouldn't be going downtown, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. ability to run 10 miles an hour faster. Doesn't really look like you're going to be able to see anything today. Not now anyway, maybe when we come back up through. My headlights at him, her, whatever, because there's no point. Hold them out there, and I couldn't tell whether there was a car alongside me or not, so it's just easier to slow down. Safer to slow down, I guess, put it that way. It takes a lot of brake pressure to slow this thing down like that, though. Stop up here. North is coming to a stop. 10 west. Oh. Wham. Slammed in the back. It's been a while since I've been down here, especially during the day. Usually I just take 410, go around. Yeah. I don't know if we lose that right lane right around this corner or not. So, oh, yeah, there's that liquid. figured we do. I can't slow down that much, sorry. South. In yesterday's video, I guess I should say, which I don't have edited yet at the time I'm making this video, but feeder roads in Texas. These are the feeder roads. So you get off and you can run parallel to the interstates or, you know, any major multi-lane highway, and you get on and get off and you run the feeder road down to a red light. It helps a lot with not having backed up red lights and stuff out onto the interstates, because there are places in the country where a red light like that will back up out onto an interstate. Exit only. Like I said, I don't run down this way very often. I usually take 410. wicked drop-bys are on that Freightliner. Alright, that's about it for San Antonio, I guess. I mean, the rest of it pretty much just looks like this. So, we'll see you in Laredo. if you guys can see that or not, but they're coming up that right lane over there at that intersection and then making a left onto this road I'm on. And there's no turn lane on that side. They're actually turning around the trucks that are trying to make that corner right there. It's a good way to get ran over.
Yeah, y'all better get that parking, you goddamn solar powered commandos.
Same way with that coming at me right there. There's one lane that comes across right there, not two. That other lane that's on the left, the way I'm looking, the right coming from that way, that's a turn only lane.